Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've got first down here from the 36. Here's the pistol snap to May. Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. Running in the red zone. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
The 4-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Tootin. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Crazy.
Here's May. On the move, headed right. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this 1st possession. It's 3rd and goal. Tootin. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bills finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
So up comes May and his offense, going for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7. The penalty gives them a little bit of an assist, and then they cash in easily for 2.
If they're going to stick you on the 1-yard line, you'd better be able to get it every single time. An unforced error defensively that the offense absolutely capitalizes on.
Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
And he's going to line up in the red for this play back at the 8.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. That's taken at the 15. Pushing it up past the 30. And they'll bring him down, but some nice damage done on that return. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. Finds his running back as his base shoulder to inside the 30. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get him on a handoff, pin off the pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
Dio checks on the extra point. And the Bills grow their lead to 8.
Bills 15. Dolphins 7.
Now Browning on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Allen looking to throw. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's caught by Mooney. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
4 yards. That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
1st down throw for Allen. Complete out to the right. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 22 out of that play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw now, Allen. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one connects. And he's in for the Miami touchdown.
To number 22.
The Dolphins earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offense to the line fast.
No gain on the play.
Made a throw it. Emerson secures this left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. Going for it with May. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down throw for May. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
1st and 10 from the 32. May off the play fake. He's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw it. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Ray Cisco on the coverage.
Here's the final play of our first half. Third down run from Achane. And how is that for some breathing room, huh, Brock? Gets him away from the goal line up to the 20. half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Returnable from the 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. A run here with Tootin. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing is May. Gets this one to Harrison. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 22. And the Bills have a 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. Left side into the hands of Warren. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
1st and goal. Here's Tootin. And he was into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. This is Trujillo trying to point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills grow their lead to 8.
Bills 22. Dolphins 14.
Now Browning on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Cut out left. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They gain 11 on that play, and it's going to be 1st down Miami. All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, Allen connects on the crosser. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
H.N. a 1st down carry. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
It's his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Achane to the right. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action now, Allen. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is a Dolphins first down. Here's Achane up the middle. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, my casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Tootin, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Hand off to Tootin. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, May. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Tootin on 1st and 10. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. May now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's caught by Harrison. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Crazy.
Before the play clock can run out, Sean McDermott decides to call a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Shooting with it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot. And can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Gosh, I just love seeing wrinkles like that added to your offense in these key situations. Kind of call it the Andy Reid effect. He's been so good down here near the goal line. And that one, well, it almost went in for 6.
Big moment here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
All right, get that popcorn ready. It's 4th and goal late.
Hey, what's up?
He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bills push this to an 8-point game. Drake made the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills push the lead to 2 scores now.
Bills 29, Dolphins 20.
Now Browning on the end of the kickoff. Moore with a return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Dolphins losing by 9.
First down, Miami.
First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Now Allen off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a...
He is to throw. Has it at the 1. Wow, a stunning call to go for it, and the guts pay off. He's in, and they've got the lead. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Tootin headed left. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get some all-important insurance.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Vio lands on the point after. And the Bills grow their lead to 8.
Bills 36, Dolphins 28.
Now Browning on the end of the kickoff. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Throw left side, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 and the 31. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Desperation time here. He connects downfield. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Setting up to pass. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And it sets up second down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Kraft has it. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.